Hello everyone, welcome to the next lecture on Fourier series. As you know, in the previous lecture we have discussed about the definition of Fourier series, some special type of interval and even and odd function. So in this lecture we are going to solve some important example which is important for your exam. We try to solve the different type of example. So this video will help you to revise the complete Fourier series. If you have not seen the first lecture and even on odd function lecture, then must watch that video. So this lecture will help you to revise the complete topic of Fourier series. If you want to watch the particular example of this lecture, then in the description box the timing is given. If you click on that timing, then you can directly see that example. So the first example is find the Fourier series to represent x minus x square from x equals to minus pi to x equals to pi and hence show that this term. So here our interval is minus pi to pi. So therefore the Fourier series f of x is a0 by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity an cos nx plus bn sin nx. If the interval is minus pi to pi, otherwise 0 to pi, that time here the angle term is simply nx. Now how to find the value of a0? So here our actual function given f of x is x minus x square in the interval minus pi to pi, and value of a0 is 1 upon pi integral minus pi to pi f of x dx. So to find the value of a0, a and bn, we have to use the formula. So here if we put the value of function, then in interval minus pi to pi, value of function is x minus x square dx. Separate this term, so it is a 1. So it is a 1 upon pi integral minus pi to pi x dx minus integral minus pi to pi x square dx. And we know the concept of even and odd function. Here this function is an odd function. So integral minus pi to pi, odd function is 0. So this integral is completely 0 and this is our x square is a even function. So if the function is even, then it is a twice. So using this formula, here this term is 0 and this we can write twice. If you use the even and odd concept, then it is easy to solve this example. So 1 upon pi, first term is 0 minus 2 times integral 0 to pi x square dx. So therefore minus 2 by pi constant outside as it is. Integration of x square is x cube by 3 limit 0 to pi. Put upper limit minus of lower limit. So for upper limit it is a pi cube, minus lower limit it is 0. So here minus 2 by 3 pi cube divided by pi. Therefore the final answer of constant a0 is minus 2 by 3 pi square. So we get the value of a0. Now similarly we have to find the value of an. Formula of finding an is 1 upon pi integral minus pi to pi f of x cos nx dx. Now here put the value of function. Integral minus pi to pi, value of function is x minus x square cos nx dx. Separate this integration. So 1 upon pi constant outside. First is minus pi to pi x cos nx dx. Then minus integral minus pi to pi x square cos nx dx. Now here x is an odd function, cos is even function. So even into odd. So even into odd is odd. So this term is an odd function. And here x square is even, cos is even. So this complete product of this x square cos is even. So therefore again using the concept of even and odd function, this first term integration is 0 minus second term is twice integral 0 to pi x square cos nx dx. Now here use the integration by parts formula. So constant minus 2 by pi as it is. Here the first term as it is x square. Integration of second. So integration of cos is sin nx divided by n. Alternate plus minus. So next is minus. Derivative of first term twice x. Integration of second term. So minus cos nx divided by n. Here already contained the n, so it is a n square because we are taking integration of this second term. Now again take the derivative of this first term, so 2, and integration of this term, so minus sin nx divided by n cube. In the next step we have to take the derivative of this 2, but constant term derivative is 0, so no need to write the next term. Now here put upper limit. So upper limit is pi. If we put the value of x equals to pi, that is upper limit, then this sin n pi is 0. Here again sin n pi is 0. So this two terms is 0 for upper limit. So no need to write the 0, just write down the non-zero term here. So here x equals to pi, to this minus of minus plus 2 pi cos n pi by n square. So if we put x equals to pi upper limit, so then this term is this one and remaining two terms are 0. Minus of lower limit. So here x equals to 0. So this term is 0. Here again 0 because x in product. So if we put the lower limit 0, then this product term is 0. Here similarly it is a 0. If we put the upper limit x equals to 0 in this term, then sin of 0 is again 0. That means whole term is 0. If we are not use the formula of even and odd, that is if we take as it is term minus pi to pi, still we get the same answer. But it is difficult to solve because after putting upper limit, same way we have to put the lower limit and then simplify this term, then we get this answer. So to avoid this lengthy process, if you know the even and odd concept clearly, then must use this concept. Now, therefore, final answer of an is this 2 into 2 is minus 4, pi get cancelled, and cos n pi we can write minus 1 raised to e power n divided by n square. So this is the value of an. Similarly, if we find the value of bn, so here formula of finding bn is 1 upon pi integral minus pi to pi f of x. So I will directly write here value. F of x is x minus x square sin nx dx. Again here if we separate the term minus pi to pi, first term is x sin nx minus integral minus pi to pi x square sin nx dx. And we know that sin is an odd function. So odd into odd is even. So this is our even term, but sin is odd, x square is even, so this is a odd term. That means this second term is 0. We just have to integrate this first term and it is a even, so we can write it is a twice integral 0 to pi x sin nx dx. And the integration of this term by using the integration by parts formula, x as it is, integration of sin is minus cos nx divided by n, then derivative of first term, integration of this bracket term. So in the next step, integration of this bracket term is minus sin nx divided by n square, integral limit is 0 to pi. Put upper limit. So here outside 2 by pi as it is, if we put the upper limit, so it is a pi minus cos n pi divided by n, and here x equals to pi, then sin n pi is 0. So for upper limit this term is 0. Minus of lower limit, so when we put x equals to 0, so product contains 0, then this term is 0. Here sin of 0 is 0. So for lower limit both the terms are 0. So therefore if we simplify this term, so we can write cos n pi is minus 1 raised to e power n So the final answer is Bn is equals to 2 minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1. Here minus 1 raised to the power n and this minus, so we can write minus 1 raised to the power n plus 1 divided by n. Otherwise you may write minus 2 minus 1 raised to the power n divided by n. Now we know the value of a0, an, bn, so therefore put this value in a Fourier series. So final answer is Fourier series expansion of function x minus x square is equals to a0, the value of a0 is minus 2 by 3 pi square. So here minus 2 by 3 pi square divided by 2. a0 by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity an minus 4 minus 1 raised to the power n divided by n square into cos nx plus bn minus 2 minus 1 raised to the power n divided by n into sin nx. This is the final answer, Fourier series expansion of this function. But the additional question is how to show that pi square by 12 is equals to this one. And for that we have to put the value of x such that we get this answer. Now see here, we require the 1 by 1 square, 1 by 2 square, and this term is contained in the first term, that is a 1 by n square. If we expand this term, then it is a n equals to 1, then we get 1 by 1 square, next is 2, then it is a 2 square, 3 square and so on. ये जो टर्म है इसका हमें आंसर चाहिए और साइन यहाँ पे 0 हो गया तो भी चलेगा. दैट मीन्स इस टर्म को हमें 0 करना है और ये नॉन ज़ीरो होना चाहिए. तो ऐसा x का वैल्यू पुट अप करो, सिंपलेस्ट वैल्यू, कि ये टर्म 0 हो जाए और ये टर्म नॉन ज़ीरो. सो फॉर दैट इफ़ वी पुट x इक्वल्स टू 0, so we know that sin 0 is 0 and cos of 0 is 1. So here in a next step, if we put x equals to 0, so left hand side is 0 and here after simplification of this term, so this 2 to get cancelled, minus pi square by 3 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity, here minus 4 minus 1 raised to the power n divided by n square cos of 0. Cos of 0 is 1 and sin 0 is 0, so no need to write. Now shift this pi square by 3 in left hand side, so it is a negative. If we shift in right hand side, then it is a pi square by 3 is equals to, here minus 4 we can take outside, remaining is summation n running from 1 to infinity minus 1 raised to the power n divided by n square. Now here this 4 is in multiplication of this term. If we shift in right hand side, तो multiplication का term अगर right में shift करते तो वो चला जाएगा division में. So it is a pi square by 12. This minus sign as it is. Now expand this function. So n equals to 1. So it is a minus 1 by 1 square plus 1 by 2 square minus 1 by 3 square plus 1 by 4 square minus and so on. So therefore multiply this minus sign, so we get pi square by 12 is equals to 1 by 1 square, 1 by 2 square plus alternate plus minus, so it is a minus, then plus 1 by 3 square minus 1 by 4 square and so on. So this is the final answer of our question. So next example is find the Fourier series for the function defined by f of x equals to mod x in the interval minus 2 to 2. Okay. What is the meaning of mod x? That means f of x equals to x when x is positive. That means here 0 less than equals to x less than equals to 2. And it is a minus x when x is negative. So here minus 2 less than x less than 0. So it is a less than equals to, so we take minus 2 less than equals to x less than 0. So here our function is divided into two parts. Value of function is minus x in the interval minus 2 less than equals to x less than 0. and it is a x when 0 less than equals to x less than equals to 2. Here our interval is minus 2 to 2. So the Fourier series for this function is f of x equals to a0 by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity an cos n pi x divided by L plus bn sin n pi x divided by L. How to find the value of L? We know that general form integral is minus L to L because here integration given है minus 2 to 2. So इसे अगर minus L to L के साथ में compare करोगे तो it is clear that L is 2. So here therefore the f of x equals to a0 by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity an cos n pi x divided by 2 plus bn sin n pi x divided by 2. So this is a Fourier series expansion of a function f of x. Now we have to find the value of a0, an, bn. So formula of finding a0 is a0 equals to 1 by L. Here L is 2. So therefore 1 by L integral minus 2 to 2 f of x dx. Now here we have to put the value of function. बट इसके पहले इस फंक्शन को अगर ऑब्जर्व करते हैं तो हमारा इंटरवल कैसा है -2 to 2 मतलब -a to a. और फंक्शन अगर 2 पार्ट्स में ब्रेक है जहाँ पे फंक्शन का वैल्यू सेम है बस माइनस साइन का डिफरेंस है तो यहाँ पे -x है +x. एक्चुअली x इज़ अवर ऑड फंक्शन बट इस तरह से अगर 2 पार्ट्स में डिवाइड है सेम टर्म है x -x जस्ट माइनस साइन का डिफरेंस और इंटीग्रेशन अगर -a to a इस तरह से हाफ इसमें इस तरह से अगर फंक्शन को डिवाइड किया है तो दिस इज अवर इवन फंक्शन. हियर द गिवन फंक्शन वी कैन राइट हियर f of x इज इवन फंक्शन. सो अगर फंक्शन इवन है तो वी नो दैट वैल्यू ऑफ bn डायरेक्टली क्या हो जाएगा 0 और ये जो a0 का फॉर्मूला है इट इज़ वी कैन राइट ट्वाइस इंटीग्रल 0 to 2 f of x dx जिसके वजह से ये 2 गेट कैंसर. सो a0 इक्वल्स टू इंटीग्रल 0 to 2 और इंटीग्रेशन इंटरवल 0 to 2 वैल्यू ऑफ फंक्शन इज सिंपली x. तो ये पुट अप करने की ज़रूरत ही नहीं पड़ेगी अगर हमने इवन ऑड का कंसेप्ट यूज़ किया तो. सो इन इंटरवल 0 to 2 वैल्यू ऑफ फंक्शन इज सिंपली x dx. सो इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ x इज x² by 2 लिमिट इज 0 to 2. पुट अपर लिमिट so x² तो upper limit square is 4 by 2 minus lower limit that means a0 is simply 2. Next we have to find the value of an. So an is equals to 1 by 2. Again we can use the even odd concept. So twice integral 0 to 2 f of x cos n pi x divided by 2 dx. In the interval 0 to 2 value of function is x. So here integral 0 to 2 x cos n pi x divided by 2 dx. Here use the integration by parts formula. So x as it is integration of cos is sin n pi x divided by 2 होल डिवाइडेड बाय कांस्टेंट टर्म. तो x को छोड़ के यहाँ पे जो भी टर्म है दैट इज़ अ कांस्टेंट सो वो आ जाएगा डिवीजन में दैट इज़ ए n pi by 2. अल्टरनेट प्लस माइनस डेरिवेटिव ऑफ फर्स्ट टर्म 1 इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ सेकेंड टर्म. सो साइन का इंटीग्रल होता है माइनस कॉस n pi x डिवाइडेड बाय 2 होल डिवाइडेड बाय ये सेम टर्म n pi by 2 ब्रैकेट स्क्वायर. Limit 0 to 2. In a next step, put upper limit minus of lower limit. Here upper limit is 2. So if we put x equals to 2 here, so sin n pi 2 divided by 2. तो ये 2 गेट कैंसिल आउट हो जाएगा x के जगह पे 2 लिखोगे तब और sin n pi का वैल्यू है 0. सो फॉर अपर लिमिट दिस टर्म इज 0. और अगर इसी में लोअर लिमिट भी पुटअप करते हो तो x इक्वल्स टू 0, तो दिस टर्म इज अगेन 0. दैट मीन्स फॉर अपर एंड लोअर लिमिट ये पहला जो टर्म है ये कंप्लीटली हो जाएगा 0. नाउ हियर माइनस ऑफ माइनस प्लस, देन x equals to 2. So here cos n pi divided by n pi by 2 bracket square minus lower limit x equals to 0. So cos of 0 is 1 divided by n pi by 2 bracket square. Now in the next step, here cos n pi we can write minus 1 raised to the power n. So an is equals to, so 4 divided by n square pi square minus 1 raised to the power n minus 1. So therefore the final answer of our Fourier series is f of x is equals to a0, value of a0 is 2 divided by 2. जो a0 हमने फाइंड आउट करके रखा था, a0 is 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity an is 4 divided by n square pi square minus 1 raised to the power n minus 1 into cos n pi x divided by 2. and bn का वैल्यू तो 0 था, तो no need to write. So this is our final answer. Now see the next example. Obtain half range sine series for the function f of x equals to e raised to the power x in the interval 0 to 1. We know that half range sine series is f of x equals to summation n running from 1 to infinity bn sine n pi x divided by l, and here we are taking interval 0 to l. Now if we compare this interval with this condition, then l equals to 1. So here l equals to 1 and our function f of x is e raised to the power x. So in a half range sine series we just have to find the bn, because sine series contain only sine term. So for sine series a0 is 0 and an is also 0. So we just have to find the bn, and formula of finding bn is 2 by l integral 0 to l f of x sine n pi x divided by l dx. So bn is equals to 2 by 1 integral 0 to 1 f of x is e raised to the power x sine n pi x dx. Here we have to use standard formula for this integration, and that formula is integration of e raised to the power ax sine bx plus c is equals to e raised to the power ax divided by a square plus b square in bracket a sine bx plus c minus b cos bx plus c. In this example we are finding the half range sine series, that's why we require this formula. But instead of half range sine series, if the question is find the half range cosine series for the same function, then you may require the next formula, that is integration of e raised to the power ax cos bx plus c dx is equals to e raised to the power x divided by a square plus b square in bracket a cos bx plus c plus b sine bx plus c. Here we get the minus sign because integration of sine is minus cos and integration of cos is plus sine. So these are the two important formulae. As per the question we have to use this formula. So you must know this formula so that we can solve this integration. Now here integration of this term using this formula is, I will rewrite the integration. So therefore bn equals to 2 as it is e raised to the power x divided by a square, a is a coefficient of x in e, it is a 1, plus b square, so coefficient of x in sine is n square pi square. So a square plus b square in bracket a sine n pi x then next is minus b cos n pi x, and integral limit is 0 to 1. Now put upper limit that is a x equals to 1, so 2 as it is. Here x equals to 1, so e divided by 1 plus n square pi square. Here n, if we put x equals to 1, then sin n pi is 0, and here n equals to 1, so cos of n pi is minus 1 raised to e power n. So this is the value for upper limit. Minus of lower limit is x equals to 0. So if we put x equals to 0, then e raised to e power 0 is 1 divided by 1 plus n square pi square. Then here x equals to 0, so sine of 0 is 0, minus x equals to 0, cos of 0 is 1, so minus n pi. Now simplify this term. So here this bracket, division bracket is similar, we can take outside. So 2 divided by 1 plus n square pi square is outside. Remaining is e into this term, so minus n pi minus 1 raised to e power n into e, then this minus of minus plus n pi. Now we can take n pi is also common. So here 2n pi divided by 1 plus n square pi square, constant outside. Here this n pi is outside, then remaining is minus 1 raised to e power n e, and here simply remain is 1. So positive quantity we write the first, so n pi is outside, so remaining here is 1, and from this term n pi is outside, then remaining is minus 1 raised to e power n into e, and this is the value of Bn. And for half range sine series we just require the Bn, so therefore f of x is equals to summation n varies from 1 to infinity twice n pi divided by 1 plus n square pi square 1 minus 1 raised to e power n e into sine n by x, and this is our final answer. यहाँ पे एक इम्पॉर्टेंट कंसेप्ट है कि चेक करो कि an, bn एंड a0 इनकी जब आप वैल्यूज़ निकालते हो तो इसमें अगर डिनोमिनेटर में कोई टर्म है तो वो कभी ज़ीरो हो सकता है क्या, ऐसा कोई n एग्जिस्ट है कि जिसके लिए ये डिवीजन का टर्म ज़ीरो होता है क्या, चेक करो. अगर होता है तो उस पर्टिकुलर n की वैल्यू को आपको सेपरेटली निकालना पड़ेगा, बिकॉज इफ़ द डिनोमिनेटर टर्म इज ज़ीरो then it is a not defined. To avoid the not defined, you must have to check this value. That means sometimes you may get the value of Bn in the form of 1 minus n square. Now this term is 0 for n equals to 1 because our n is start from 1. So यहाँ पे क्या होगा, Bn का वैल्यू अगर ये आ गया तो it is exist for n not equals to 1. तो ऐसे केस में आपको B1 सेपरेटली निकालना पड़ेगा. तो ऐसे अलग अलग प्रॉब्लम हो सकते हैं एग्ज़ाम में कि जिसमें ये डिवीजन का टर्म ज़ीरो होने का चांस हो सकता है, तो उस पर्टिकुलर n के लिए आपको सेपरेटली फाइंड आउट करना पड़ेगा, जैसे हमने लास्ट एग्जाम्पल में किया था. नाउ वी डिस्कस द नेक्स्ट एग्जाम्पल. हियर वी हैव टू फाइंड द फोरियर कोसाइन सीरीज फॉर द फंक्शन डिफाइंड बाय f of x equals to 1/4 minus x in the interval 0 to 1/2, and it is a x minus 3/2 in the interval 1/2 to 1. That means here our function is divided into two parts. First start from 0 to 1/2, and in this interval it is a 1/4 minus x, and next is 1/2 to 1. In this interval value of function is x minus 3/4. So total interval is 0 to 1, and in half range series we are taking the actual interval from 0 to l. So if we equate this term with the interval 0 to 1, that means l equals to 1, and function is already given, f of x equals to this one. For that we have to find cosine series. So that means when we are discussing about the cosine series, so it contain only cos, and that time sine coefficient of sine is 0, that is a Bn equals to 0 in cosine series. So when we discuss about the cosine series, value of Bn is directly 0. Then we just have to find the value of a0 and an. So here cosine series is f of x equals to a0 by 2 plus summation n running from 1 to infinity cos n by x divided by L. Here L is 1 and B into a n. Our cosine series expansion. Now in the next step, we have to find the value of this constant a0 and an. So the formula of finding a0 is a twice L integral 0 to L f of x dx. So just like as an even function. So if n function is even, so then we are taking this one. But we don't know about even and odd for the given function. We directly have given that you find the cosine series. So directly we have to use this formula. So here L is our 1, so that means 2 by 1 integral 0 to 1 f of x dx. Here we have to put the value of function. So here we can write this integral 0 to 1 by 2 f of x dx plus 1 by 2 to 1 f of x dx. We are dividing this integral 0 to 1 into 2 parts because our function is divided into 2 parts. 0 to 1 by 2 value of function is 1 by 4 minus x and 1 by 2 to 1 it is a x minus 3 by 4. So जिस तरह से फंक्शन गिवन है उसी तरह से आपको इस इंटीग्रल को ब्रेक करना है. नाउ पुट द वैल्यू ऑफ फंक्शन. तो 0 to 1 by 2 में अब हमें फंक्शन का वैल्यू बताए. सो हियर 0 to 1 by 2 value of function is 1 by 4 minus x dx plus 1 by 2 to 1 value of function is x minus 3 by 4 dx. Integrate this term. 1 by 4 x constant integration 1 by 4 x minus integration of x is x square by 2. Limit is 0 to 1 by 2. Next is integration of x is x square by 2 minus 3 by 4 integration of constant is x 1 by 2 to 1. In the next step, put upper limit minus of lower limit. So here upper limit is 1 by 2. So if we put 1 by 2 here, then 1 by 4 into 1 by 2 is 1 by 8. Now here put the upper limit. If it is a x square, then we have to take the upper limit square. So upper limit square, so it is a 1 by 4 divided by this 2, so it is a 1 by 8. Minus lower limit, when we put x equals to 0, then whole term is 0. Now similarly, here we have to put the upper limit. So if we put x equals to 1, then 1 by 2 minus 3 by 4. Minus of lower limit, 1 by 2 square divided by 2, this 2, so 1 by 8. Then here x equals to 1 by 2, so minus of lower limit, that is a minus of minus plus 3 by 8. If we simplify this term, then we get the final answer is 0. So here value of a0 is 0. Next is we have to find the value of an, and formula is 2 by L. L is 1 integral 0 to 1 f of x cos n pi x divided by L. L is 1 dx. Again we have to put the value of function. So for value of function we have to divide this integral into 2 parts. So 2 in bracket integral 0 to 1 by 2 f of x and integral 0 to 1 by 2. In this interval value of function is 1 by 4 minus x cos n pi x dx plus next is 1 by 2 to 1. In 1 by 2 to 1, in this interval value of function is x minus 3 by 4 into cos n pi x dx. To solve this integral, we have to use the integration by parts formula. So here first term 1 by 4 minus x as it is, integration of cos is sin n pi x divided by n pi. Then next term is minus, derivative of first term is minus 1, integration of this bracket term is minus cos n by x डिवाइडेड बाय एन स्क्वायर पाई स्क्वायर. नेक्स्ट टर्म में इस टर्म का डेरिवेटिव आएगा -1 का डेरिवेटिव 0. सो दिस इज द इंटीग्रल एंड लिमिट इज 0 to 1/2. नेक्स्ट इज प्लस इंटीग्रेशन ऑफ दिस टर्म. सो हियर x -3/4 integration of cos is sin n pi x divided by n pi minus derivative of this bracket term is 1. Integration of second term is minus cos n pi x divided by n square pi square. Limit is 1/2 to 1. In the next step, put upper limit minus of lower limit. So here two outside constant as it is. Upper limit is 1/2. So if we put 1/2 here, then 1/4 minus 1/2. Simplify this term. 1/4 minus 1/2 is minus 1/4. Here x equals to 1/2. So it is a sin n pi by 2 whole divided by n pi. Then here minus minus minus. So it is a minus x equals to 1/2. So cos n pi by 2 divided by n square pi square. So this is the term for upper limit. Minus of lower limit. If we put x equals to 0, so here x equals to 0, so it remains 1/4, but x equals to 0, then sin 0 is 0. So no need to write this term because x is 0, तो sin 0 is 0. तो ये पूरा term 0 हो जाएगा for lower limit. Then here x equals to 0, cos of 0 is 1. So here माइनस ऑफ लोअर लिमिट, तो ये ऑलरेडी यहाँ पे माइनस साइन है और इसके सामने भी ये माइनस है, तो माइनस ऑफ माइनस प्लस कॉस ऑफ 0 इज 1 डिवाइडेड बाय n स्क्वेयर पाई स्क्वेयर. तो ये हो गया फर्स्ट टर्म के लिए. प्लस सेकेंड टर्म में अपर लिमिट x इक्वल्स टू 1 अगर पुटअप करते हैं तो अपर लिमिट x इक्वल्स टू 1. सो 1 बाय हियर 1 minus 3/4. 1 minus 3/4. So it is a 1/4 into sin n pi by n pi. But sin n pi is again 0. तो ये भी टर्म हमारा वैसे भी डायरेक्टली क्या होता था 0. Then next is here x equals to 1. So minus of minus plus x equals to 1. So cos n pi divided by n square pi square. Minus lower limit. So lower limit is 1/2. So here if we put 1/2, so 1/2 minus 3/4. It is minus 1/4. So minus 1/4 and sin n pi 2 divided by n pi. Then next is x equals to 1/2 here. So it is a minus cos n pi by 2 divided by n square pi square. ना सीयर जो टर्म सिंप्लीफाई करने के टाइम पे जो टर्म 0 होती है उसको लिखने की ज़रूरत नहीं है. जैसे ये वाला टर्म आपका 0 है और हियर -1/4 इंटू दिस टर्म एंड दिस इज़ अ +1/4. तो ये दोनों का एडिशन भी क्या होगा 0. सो ये दोनों टर्म भी क्या हो गए 0. सो दिस टर्म इज अगेन अ 0. रिमेनिंग जो टर्म हमें दिख रहा है यहाँ पे ये कॉस का टर्म एंड हियर अगेन contain the cos term, both are negative, that means addition of this term is 2 times. So here outside 2 as it is, in bracket this term and this one, it is a minus 2 times cos n pi by 2 divided by n square pi square. Now the next is plus 1 by n square pi square plus cos n pi. Cos n pi is -1 raised to the power n square pi square. So here from this term 1 upon n square pi square we can take outside. So 2 divided by n square pi square is outside. Remaining is 1, this 1, then plus -1 raised to the power n, and here -2 times cos n pi by 2. So this is the value of a n. Therefore Fourier cosine series is f of x equals to a0 by 2, but the value of a0 is 0. So here a0 by 2 plus summation n varies from 1 to infinity. An is 2 divided by n square pi square in bracket 1 plus minus 1 raised to the power n minus 2 cos n pi by 2 into cos n pi x. So this is the half range cosine series for given function f of x. Thank you. Like, share and subscribe.